Mm. Oh, guys, so sorry. So sorry. My internet just messed up. I have about two of them here, but they just messed up. So sorry about that. Okay, so let's just rewind a little. I said that what we are learning today is one tool that will change your destiny. We agreed that efforts are great and powerful, but we said that efforts are not enough to give you the greatness you deserve. seems seems the internet really want to frustrate me tonight. Okay, well, let's see the much we can do so I can allow you go to sleep. Now, we agree that focus is important. We also agreed that focusing in the right direction is important. We also agreed that what is important may not also. A lot of people, yeah, move from pillar to post. A lot of people run around quite a lot of, professions, trying to do this and that, and they are just doing quite a lot of things that are not important at this moment. Now, why is it important that I teach these little things? Because in my mentorship programs, in my coaching programs, in my training for governments, for individuals, for multinationals, for people who just, working, for people who've made it in life, for people who are struggling, I find out one denominator, one factor that is running through. That is, they overlook little things. That's one thing I found out. They always overlook little things. So, what is important may also not be what is important now. So, you should mark that. Then, skill is great, but just look around you. See people with powerful skills, but you see, they are having quite a lot of issues, lots and lots of issues with their finances, with their personal life, with their love and relationship, with their vocation, passion, and profession, with their health and wellness, with their time and money freedom, with their spirituality. They have a lot of skills, but you see, skills are nothing until you understand how to apply them. So you look around you, you will see those who have a lot of skills, yeah, powerful skills, have never moved forward. They are web designers. They can speak very well. But what they apply it to is so important. Okay, so skill is important, but you must apply it right. Then a lot of issues like schooling. Schooling is wonderful. But look into our look at our ivory towers today. You're going to see very educated people with PhDs, yeah, who are just educated, or rather schooled relics. Because for me, education and schooling are two different things. Education has to do with what you do, rather education has to schooling has to do with what we did to have PhDs. Yes, but passing exams, reading and understanding, and all this kind of thing. But that is schooling. But education has to do with what you do with what you know. So you go to the markets, you see traders, you go to the villages, you see old people, you see young people, you see very intelligent people who are using local wisdom, yes, to actually do so much, who are using, yes, natural understanding to do. I always ask people, the first person that became a doctor, who taught him? The first person that became an engineer, who taught him? The first person that became an accountant, economist, who taught him? So the truth is, yes, you can actually be schooled but not educated. Yeah, you can also see that with Nigerian politicians. A lot of them are schooled, but they're not educated. Otherwise, tell me how you're going to be packing billions and billions, hundred something billion that you never worked for. So, what are you going to do with that? Yeah. So, schooling is wonderful, but look into our average hour to see a lot of people who are, schooled but very inactive. Now, the strong doesn't always win. So you need tools. And that's one of the things I want to teach you. You need tools. Yeah. Tools you need include, before I try to explain that, before I go into that, you need tools, but tools are really different from attitudes. Your attitude is a settled way of thinking, a settled way of doing things, a settled way of seeing things, a settled way of feeling. That is what we call what? That is what we call your attitude. Okay. Now, attitude is very important, but attitude is everything, but attitude can disappoint you sometimes. Because when you have a settled way of doing something, you may not be able to change from that settled way. But we are introducing to you what we call tool. A tool is a device or an implement that you can use for particular functions to achieve a particular thing. And you see, when I teach people, those a mentor, I say things like determination as tools. I see things like infinite optionality, holy arrogance. They are tools. You can take them the way I can take my eyeglasses, or the way I can take the remote or my car key, and then I use it to do a particular thing. So the tool, I'm introducing you that one tool that can change your life today, is what I call consistency. If you are in a place you can write, please, I want you to write it down for me. Consistency. Okay, that is the tool I want to talk about right now. Consistency has to do with staying the same. Consistency has to do with staying the same. Yeah. Now, when we say staying the same, we're not meaning not being able to change. What we are meaning is your ability to say, this is what I've done today that I need to do tomorrow, that I need to do next time, that will change my whole life. Consistency will always destroy, will always defeat. Yes, thank you, Lady Page. Will always defeat, just being able to do it forcefully once and then you go your way. If you want to build muscle, you're going to build it. If you can do this for as long as is recommended, you do it every day, you do it every day, you do it every day, you're going to find out that you're going to become consistent over time, and you are going to have the kind of muscle you want. Very simple tool. Just where you are right now, write out 6 things that you know if you do them consistently, you are going to be successful in your health, in your wealth, in your love, in your relationship, and all those. And so let me help you write in a few of them. Okay. One of them is exercise every morning. Yeah, this thing sounds simple. Exercise every morning. If you are consistent with exercising every morning, one of the things you're going to notice is that your level of enthusiasm about life, your level of mental alertness will be so high, and you're going to be wondering, oh, what really happened? You're going to be so energetic that you can achieve anything you want to achieve. You put your heart in to achieve. So exercise every morning. Can you be consistent? Don't make it long. It can be just as small as 5 push-ups, and then take you back and you go your way. That's the second thing. Yeah, I want to recommend to you. Read every morning. Read every day, whatever it is. Yeah, when you now do that every morning, every day, yeah, you are going to find out that your capacity will so much increase. In fact, if you check, just go online and write how many page doors Warren Buffett read every day. You're going to surprise yourself. The internet records that Warren Buffett reads 500 pages every day. Warren Buffett reads 500 pages every day. So you're going to just surprise yourself. How does he read 500 pages? Well, there's something called speed reading. You can read 3 times faster than you read now. You just need to train yourself. You can even go to YouTube and find out some of the trainings on that. You have fixation, or rather, you have things that make you not to read faster, sub vocalization, fixation, and such other things, and you start working on them. So you read every single day. Be consistent with it. Don't do it today, you don't do it tomorrow. You do it today, you don't do it tomorrow. You do it. Yes. Read every single day and read. Yes. Don't just read as if you just do it and you go away. No. Yeah. Read every day. Now, the third thing I want to encourage you to do daily is, positive self talk. Yeah. Positive self talk. Every day, talk to yourself positively. If you don't understand how to talk to yourself positively, your enthusiasm will be low, your capacity to push will be low. Yes, your capacity to be consistent will even be low. So, positive self talk, always tell yourself who you are. No other person is like you, no other person will ever be. There are things you can do, no other human on earth can do. No one has the same fingerprint like you, no one has the same earlobe, no one has the same eye print, tongue print. No one is able to do the kinds of things you do the way you do them. They can do their own beautifully well, but the way you do your own is also in a class of its own. Now, most times these things sound simple, but the reason you've not succeeded are these things. That is why sometimes, some weeks, I take it upon myself to remind you about some of these things. Okay, so very important to note. Now, the other thing is that you must market and sell every day. Okay, market and sell every day. Yeah, be consistent with marketing and selling daily. What does that mean? What is that thing you have? What is that thing you can um, provide solution to for people? Be able to take it to the marketplace and market it every day. Don't market today and you're tired tomorrow. Keep marketing it, keep pushing it, and keep sending it out there. Yeah. Now, when you start understanding that all that you can ever become in terms of money will be a function of marketing, will be a function of sales. Every money you will ever make is because you sold something. You may say, I'm a civil servant. You sold your service. Remember, you went for an interview. Remember, you got that job somehow, and then you go out there to show up every day, and then at the end of the month, you get your salary. You are selling something. So you must understand, yeah, success is not always about, greatness. It's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success. Greatness will always come if you are consistent in what you are doing. Okay? If you are consistent, you're going to see greatness come. You're going to see greatness come. Yeah? You're going to see things, happen. You're going to see how powerful things are going to happen, you know, in your life. Consistency is very, very important. You cannot be a winner without maturity and consistency. You cannot win without maturity and consistency. You can always think of winning. You can always try about winning. But if you are not consistent on daily basis, you are not consistent on weekly basis, on hourly basis, you cannot win. Okay? Now, Khloe Kardashian says something. So we all have to start somewhere, and doing something is better than doing nothing at all. Start small so you don't get discouraged and don't get discouraged and give up. Remember, it is all about consistency. There's nobody who succeeded that won't tell you it's about consistency. When I remember, some certain things I've passed through in life, when I remember, when I should have given up, when I remember, how I should have given up, and then I decided that I must be consistent. Yes, there are times you wake up, you are lonely. A lot of people don't believe in your dream. Those who believe have left you because it has taken some time to materialize. But if you keep being consistent, yeah, you are going to find out, like Bill Belichick said, it's not all about talent. Talent is good, but it's not all about talent. It's about dependability. It's about consistency. It's about being able to keep moving and improving. Yes, you need to be coachable. You need to be mentorable. You need to, understand that this is a marathon and you're ready to go the whole hog. Now, the profit is not as important as the progress. The profit is not as important as the process. What you get when you don't get what you want is what we call experience. What you get when you don't get what you want is what we call experience. So I'm going to end with telling you a little story, yeah, about yeah, thank you, Care First. Thank you for coming. I'll tell you a little story about David in the Bible. David was a very, very consistent guy. Very, very consistent. Yes. And consistency requires that you understand So sorry about that. The internet at my end today is just so beautiful. So yes, so consistency will always, you know, defeat, you know, doing it forcefully for some time and then out. Yeah. When you look at people who are successful, find that they aren't the people um, who are just motivated, but they are the people who have been consistent in their motivation. The people who are successful are not people who are just motivated, they're people who are consistent in their motivation. Not to do it today and don't do it tomorrow. Do it always. Consistency of performance is essential. Being able to do it today and do it tomorrow. Now, why am I, going on and on? I decided to start making these videos because I found out that 2023 is here. A lot of people are already falling back to those their excuses about, this government, we are waiting for new government to come and all that. New government will come and you will still be inconsistent and nothing will happen. It's all about consistency. It's all about, performing consistently. You don't have to be exceptional every week, but as a minimum, you need to be at a particular level every single day. Yeah. Even on a bad day, you should score some points. Yeah, Uncle Emma, thank you very much. So even at a particular point, you need to understand that the spirits will be strong, the flesh will be weak. That is when you are being tested. Now, consistency will teach you that luck, luck is a function of consistency. Consistency will teach you that wealth is built one kobo, 1 cent, $1 at a time. Consistently is a good teacher. It will teach you that a journey of 1,000 kilometers starts under your foot. Consistency will teach you that that big pot of soup was cooked one ingredient at a time. Consistency will teach you that big edifice you see, they were just a function of bricks upon bricks, mortar upon mortar, consistently added for a long time. Consistency will teach you that relationship and lasting relationships are built by investing 1 second, 1 minute at a time. Consistency, yes, is very, very important. It is one tool that will change your life forever. Now, the question is, as I start winding down, what are some of the things you need to be consistent about? What are some of the things? I've mentioned some of them: exercising, reading, positive self talk, things like marketing and sales. Yes. Now, you need to be very consistent in motivating yourself. You need to be consistent in holding yourself accountable. Don't allow yourself to have a leeway and said, "Oh, there's nothing I could do. It's just because of no." Cancel excuses, cancel impossibility, cancel out things that give you leeway to they took the light. They did this one. They Since I've been podcasting here, they've taken the light about 2 3 times. Yes, but of course I have a backup light. Yes, just to make sure I am consistent with what I promised this week. Now, sometimes you need to also tell those who will say how market. You tell them what you want to do so that they can hold you accountable and responsible, and they'll be able to say, yeah, you didn't do what you said. Be consistent in your thinking. Be consistent in your vision. Be consistent in your talk. Be consistent with your prayers. Don't pray today, you're tired tomorrow because it's not coming to pass. Remember, Matthew 7, verse 7 say, ask and keep asking. For some translations say, ask and keep asking. Seek and keep seeking. Knock and keep knocking. Yeah, and the door will be open for you. So I encourage you, yes, to be able to understand that consistency will always exponentiate your efforts. Now, I'll round off by telling you one formula that will always, I always say it in my training, one formula that will always make you great. That is energy times focus times what's important now raised to the power of consistency will give you sustainable greatness and wealth. So I'm going to repeat it. Energy times focus, energy multiplied by focus multiplied by what's important now to raise to the power of consistency will give you the success you are looking for. So by tomorrow, when you wake up and you want to do your prayers, you want to do your exercises, you're going to hold yourself accountable and say, I must be consistent in this thing. Every day you must hold yourself accountable that you must read. Every day you must hold you accountable. You must do your exercises. You must pray. You must be able to be motivated. Hold yourself accountable that you have to train your brain, your mind, not to see impossibilities. Hold yourself accountable to be able to follow, yes, only that which you've set out to do. Hold yourself accountable to be consistent with what you want to do in the day. Hold yourself accountable to be consistent with how much you want to watch, your television, how much you want to, watch, check your social media. Hold yourself accountable. Immediately you are able to do that, something shifts. Okay, these things you are consistently doing will become a habit. If you do something for between 21 and 63 days, they will become a habit. And when they become a habit, they go to the realm of unconscious competence. They go to the realm of unconscious competence, meaning you don't even think before you do them again. You just go ahead and you just do them. If you are able to unconsciously, rather, you become competent in an unconscious way, then when you wake up in the morning, you do your exercise or exercises without needing motivation. When you want to write, you write without needing motivation. When you want to market, you market without, and you do them daily. Over time, yeah, your result will show your just take this as word of wisdom. If you consistently read about philosophy in a university for 4 years and do all the assignments, at the end of the 4 years, they give you a certificate as a philosopher. If you do that with accounting, at the end of 4 years, they give you a certificate as an accountant. If you do that as a medical doctor, sorry, medicine, at the end of 4 years, they give you a certificate as a medical doctor. The same way, if you lazy about for 1 year, 2 years, yes, you're going to be certified as a poor person. You don't need to do much. Just lazy about, don't do the things you promised to do, don't do the things you say you would do. At the end of 4 years, at the end of 5 years, at the end of 2 years, your poverty will be strong. The point is, you become what you consistently do. Let me repeat. The point is, you become what you consistently do. What you consistently do, you become. If you consistently read, you become wise. If you consistently exercise, you become strong. If you consistently diet, your health will change. If you consistently love, you become a lover. If you consistently, you know, do the right things, yes, you become righteous. Consistency say that if you want to grow in profession, consistency is key. If you want to grow in your profession, consistency is key. If you want to grow in your career, in your job, consistency is key. If you want to grow in your health, consistency is key. If you want to be wealthy, consistency is key. If you want to have a beautiful family, a beautiful love life, consistency is key. If you want to be poor, inconsistency is key. Yes, you have to be strict about your training. You have to be strict about your goals. You have to be strict about, yeah, who you relate with. You have to be consistent intellectually, physically, spiritually, and everything with who you want to be. That is the way to go. Okay. If you have any question, you drop it there, and then I answer your question. I have just 3 minutes to do that. If you have any question, you can answer. You can put it down there. And then I will answer you. I have just 3 minutes to do that, and then I'll go. Now, um, the lawyer's truth is not truth, but consistency or a consistent expediency. The lawyer's truth is not truth, but consistency or a consistent expediency. What happens with every profession is that it has what it regards as the truth. If you are a writer, your consistency is that you must write. If you refuse to write, you cannot publish. Yes, and you cannot write until you sit down and take out your pen and start scribbling something. Okay, so if you have any question you ask, then I answer. My 3 minutes is almost gone. And wealth is just consistency. You know, wealth is just consistency, consistency to your work, consistency in the direction of investing and saving, consistency in the kind of things you do. That is wealth. Yes, consistency. First class is consistency. Everything is consistency. If you do it today and you come back and do it in 10 months' time, yeah, you can do it little but consistent. Little, that's why little drop of water on top of a rock, in few years' time, it will make some very deep, crevice in the rock. Why? Because it is consistent. Yes, I want to appreciate you for listening in. I encourage you to share the video. If you are on my YouTube, please like the video. Like give a thumb up, comment, and then subscribe and share with your friends. Now, the same time, the same platform tomorrow, 9 p.m. God willing, I'll be here. So throughout the week till Saturday or Sunday. So always work with you on one thing or the other. Now, take out a few minutes and share the video in the platform, whether you are watching on Facebook or LinkedIn or anywhere you're watching. Take out some time and share the video and encourage your friends to subscribe to this channel. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow's evening. Remember blessed and stay celebrated always. Have a beautiful rest.